Welcome to this presentation on building a writer's website. Objectives: introduce learners to the key components of websites for writers. Aims: familiarize learners with specific components of website building, what pages sections should be included, and how to write an about page, and how to construct an online portfolio. In an increasingly digital landscape, an online presence is a vital tool for creatives to have: writers, photographers, designers, etc. For visual creative practitioners, i.e. photographers and designers, a social media profile can be all that's needed to showcase their work. For writers, however, regardless of the format or genre they write in, a website is the go-to online hub to showcase their work and themselves. Having a website can be seen as a disadvantage to some, as not everyone is digitally literate enough to build a website from the ground up. However, numerous website builders exist that attempt to make life easier for fledgling creatives in establishing an online presence, such as WordPress, Weebly, or Wix. What should a website include? A writer's website should include the following sections: an about page, a portfolio/bibliography, and the contact page or form. Your about page. This section is sometimes the hardest to write for newer or inexperienced writers. The about page should showcase your creative personality to your audience, but writing about yourself can be tricky. There's no strict rule that says you have to write about yourself in the first or third person. It might be wise to write in both formats to start with and decide which you're most comfortable with from there. 2 or 3 paragraphs worth of information about yourself as a writer usually suffices for the about page. Portfolio/bibliography. This section can depend more on the type of writer you are. Someone who writes for digital publications can include links to their work in a portfolio, though for obvious reasons this is trickier to pull off when writing for print media. However, being a new or inexperienced writer, and perhaps not having enough published works to build up a portfolio or bibliography, shouldn't discourage you from starting to build up an online presence for yourself. Putting together a portfolio takes time and effort, but you can also have a website that doesn't initially include a portfolio. Your portfolio may vary based on what it is you're writing about. A journalist writing articles for a variety of publications will have a different portfolio to a novelist writing fantasy fiction, for example. Contact. A contact page tends to be the most minimal feature on a website, but important if you are a freelancer always on the lookout for fresh opportunities. Task. Pause the video here and have a go at writing your own about page, remembering to include information from the previous slides. Make sure it includes details about the kind of writer you are. Include any brief specifics of published work you may already have, if applicable. It should be no longer than 3 paragraphs. Compare and contrast with my own website's about page once you've written yours, following the link included. End of the lesson. A writer's website will evolve along with your own writing style and career. There's no right or wrong way to stylize a website, so long as the website in question highlights your work. Even when you finish and publish a website for yourself, there's nothing to stop you revisiting that website and bettering it further. The more you work on your website, the more likely you'll enhance your digital literacy skills and be able to improve on your website.